Mars Edition, and we are back, guys. And let's see, what do we got going on in here? It's nice out there. Alright. Okay, so we had a lot we did last episode. So this episode, well, we got a few things we need to get taken care of too. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's dive right in here. Alright, let's get the helmet on. Gonna run up to the cockpit here, take a quick look around. As you can see, we definitely got some work done. We got our rover set up. And then we still have quite a bit of that relay to pull into our scrap section here and get set up. Now, we'll be kind of looking at a location that I think would be good for a base. Ideally, we'd like to make our scrapyard close to a, well, within a decent distance to a station if we can find it, so we can be able to sell things. But if we can't, it's not the end of the world. Alright, let's go ahead and get down and get to work. We have some work to do down here. Namely, we have scrap to get. So I think at this point, we're going to continue to maintain the, well, first of all, we're going to get this, and we're going to take this, even though we can't really put it over there, you know, intact. But at least we can get it transferred over without its power cells, and then we'll have a, you know, a battery for the new base. We just need to find some power cells for it. So we'll do that. And there's a battery over here too that's on this one that we will, oops, I don't want to fall in the hole, that we'll get to. But first, I want to get this. Now there are two batteries here, so I'm not too terribly concerned on the whole losing of the of one of them here. So we'll grab these, and then I'm gonna double check the my thought. Yep, see, there's a battery there, and that's stone. So yeah, that's how that goes. So I figure we'll take this battery right here. So then we'll have two batteries that we can put in the back for the base. Again, we could have probably figured out a way to pick that up and put it over here. However, that's kind of a pain, and we don't really have the capability of a crane on this thing. I've never really done the whole crane thing. I've always tried to do something else. But we could have done that, I suppose, since this is externally exposed already. So let's go ahead and get that set up, and then we're going to go ahead and drop these bats back here. That way we're set up, and these are regular batteries, so we'll go ahead and put that one there. And then we're going to do this. And then we'll put another one there. And this is also going to weight down this back end quite a bit. And that leaves us enough room. We can put the reactor right there. What else do we got over there besides the reactor? Looks like we got an AI block, but we'll put that inside the vehicle. Looks like there might be a timer block. We'll set that over there. You know, a few of these extra things. We got a few more things we'll put in the base. Those we'll put back here. The rest of it will be scrapped out. So we've got those in place. So now we can just start thinking about what are we going to do with iron plates. Are we all good to go up here? We are. What do we need here? Nope, we got steel plates there. Okay, steel plates there, and that we haven't moved that yet. So okay. Well, that looks pretty good. I think we're good that way. Let's see, do we need steel plates in any of these? No, we do not. Might as well check to see. What's our status with this? We need large tubes and more radio components. We can get those. Alright, yep, meteor storm. Don't care. You can meteor storm all you want. We're going to drink a little bit of cola. Back to the bottom we go. Alright. So we've taken that over there. We've collected some of that. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of this loose stuff. So my goal here this episode, if at all possible, is to get this whole facility shredded down to what we need it to be, and then have it set up for components. Then we'll start looking for other salvage. Specifically, we'll also be looking for, let's grab that. We'll also be looking for a location to set up our scrapyard base. That will be where we'll be operating out of. Alright, we're going to take that. And let's see here. Alright, this is looking like it's coming along nicely. Yeah, we'll take that. And then we'll take this. So we got two. We got the AI block. And then we got that block. Alright. And gosh, we still can get more. Alright, let's do it. I'd be impressed if we actually got this entire tower ground down to go with well, we do have the reactor over there, and if we take this apart, it won't be connected, but that's okay. We'll have to tear down that other battery. Unless... Ooh, let's get creative. Ooh, I have an idea. Alright, let's see. I have an idea. Yep, it does. Alright, cool. So if we do this, and we'll leave these rusty too, because that looks really cool. Okay, so that will now connect these here, and it'll run off that power. Haha. And that will be good. Oh! Well, that was not what the plan was, but that's okay. Alright, that takes care of that. Okay. Alright, well, guess the inventory's full. We're going back. You know what I wonder? I wonder if I shouldn't set up a timer block.
Energy low.
And I could set up a timer block. Well, the AI block's going in here for sure. The AI block is going to be important. Oh. That's what we could do with the other, okay, idea. Okay, so my idea is this. We put the AI block right here, and we put the battery right here. We keep the AI block buried back here. And let's go ahead and give that this color. And the reason why I'm thinking one more battery, we'll have 2 batteries on this vehicle. And that should be more than enough. We'll have 2 batteries for our base when we get there. That's good. And then that leaves the other reactor for the base as well. And that's I like that. I like that. Of course, if we need a battery for, you know, a small grid vehicle, we can always sacrifice one of those batteries since it doesn't have anything we can lose, so that's fine. Alright, now where is our automation? There it is. And, oh wait, no. So what I'm thinking about for the see, the AI defensive block, it doesn't really matter what it's doing. There, but it's going to make a big difference when we activate it for everything else. Alright, now for the for that timer block, I'm thinking doors. We can set it up so that it automatically closes doors. And I like that idea. So we're going to go ahead and install this so that our airlock doors automatically close every time. And I kind of like that idea, actually. So, okay, so we're going to set this thing up to do, if we set it up on a rotating loop, it will always close them on a let's do 10-second delay. And actions. Okay, so the actions are going to be, first of all, the timer block itself. We start it. Okay, and then the action will be on every single door. And we'll have it close. And we'll just add doors as we go. And then we start. And so now, if I open that up, it'll close automatically. When we open it up and go in here, it takes about 10 seconds, but it'll, we stand here for a second, and it'll automatically close. And if we open that door, that should automatically close after 10 seconds as well, which is great. So we're going to go ahead and see. That's how you set it up so that it automatically closes your doors. Very handy. Very, very handy indeed. Okay, we don't have any other kinds of... Oh, wait. You know what? Some of these we would actually be using to set up the last of the stuff. You can always close them by hand. That's fine. 10 seconds. Actually, we need glass for you, too. So we might as well go ahead and hit these. I mean, I figure we're in here, we might as well just go ahead and hit them up. Get it all welded up the way we need it. There we go. And we'll set this one up as well. Okay. Cool. Alright, so, now, let's see here. What are we gonna do now? Well, I don't know that I want... I wonder if I can do... What is that? That's a sign. Ah, bridge. Nice. And what else we got? Cafeteria, cryogenics, engineering, exit. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Farms, hangars, laboratories, lobbies, logistics, maintenance, market, medical, production, quarters, security, server, stairwell, storage, warehouse, airlock. Okay, well, bridge will go there. This, let's see, what is gonna be? Alright, we don't exactly have... Well, that's kind of frustrating. Okay, cafeteria, well, first of all, airlock. We can do this one right here. I'll just look here. Alright, medical, production, quarters, security, server, stairwell, storage, warehouse, airlock. Okay. And then, let's see here. We're gonna sign up the hell out of this thing. I'm looking for, let's see, do we have production? No, we don't. Quarters. Well, we do have quarters, but we don't really... Oh, well, I guess we could put a sign there. Okay, storage, yep.
No energy.
Alright, that goes there. No warehouse, airlock, we did that. Bridge, we did that. Cafeteria. Cryogenics, engineering, no. Exit, no. Farm, no. Lobbies, logistics, maintenance, no. Here we are, quarters. We put that right here. And I think that's everything, because server. Well, that's not really over there, but I guess we could put it over there, but nah. Alright, so we got nothing there. Let's go ahead and set this one up. Why? I don't understand. Oh, I got no energy. That's why. Ah! The only reason why we're not having a problem is because we're in an oxygenated environment, which incidentally, guys, if you are in a high oxygen environment, you do not have to worry about losing for that. That's one thing I oftentimes forget. Alright, so now we can go ahead and do this. Bridge. Quarters. Let's see. Do we have one over here? No, we don't. But we do have one for storage. And one here for this. Alright, so the lighting is, well, underwhelming to say the least. Hey, thanks for joining. So we need to illuminate things in here a little bit better. So we'll put one there. Let's see. Can't really put any there. Nothing there. Okay. Alright, cool. A light there. A light back here. Give us a little bit of illumination here. There's still a lot of shades. Alright, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we need displays for that. Okay, cool. So we got a lot of stuff placed, so that's good. Oh, one other thing we need to do. I want that covered. So let's go ahead... Oops, wrong button. Let's zoom over here to the decor section. And put that on there. That way, if you're going to access it, all you got to do is open it up. But at least it looks clean and organized. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and dump off some of this stuff. We will at some point organize this, but right now we're just going through the motions. We normally would have a normal breakfast also, which we kind of need to do. So, well, does this kitchen actually... Oh, this kitchen doesn't have anything to store in. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I don't like that at all. Dang, that's not good. Because if we don't have anything to store it in there, we can't really put our food there. Ah, I don't like that. Alright, forget the bridge sign. And it's going to get dark because that's going to disappear, but we need to fix this. So, first order of business is a light up here because, well, honestly, who likes to prepare food in the dark? So we're going to go ahead and illuminate that. And this is where we're going to put our kitchen. I'm sorry, but we don't have a food processor anyway, so you know what? We need a place to put our food. Food, prep, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get a inset kitchen in here. There. Now we have a proper inset kitchen. We'll need to get a few more components out of here. Let's see here. We need that for sure. What else was there? We're gonna need more internal interior plates and some glass too, but that's not critical at the moment. Let's see, because we need a place to put the food. I mean, come on. We're gonna grab our food while we're at it. There's not a lot to have, actually. Wow. Yeah, we got a food problem, guys. We need to get this food situation resolved. Oh, damn. Where's the... Ah, okay. I had that going the wrong direction, and on top of it all, it's not even the right color. Been a long day, guys. Been a long day. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop the food in here. Alright, we're going to hold off on breakfast. We're fasting at the moment because we don't really have a lot of food. Let's check all of our food. And you know what? Let's just take the opportunity here to organize things to where they need to go. Get it put away, you know? Which means weapons all go into the weapons locker. Let's see here. Do we have any other... Yeah, we have these tools here. Yeah, I don't see... These tools I'm not going to worry about. Alright, so these will go in here. Probably, we don't really have a medical bay. So I'm thinking we should dump the radiation medicine in there, as well as these. And then we're going to need to find a home for that, of course. And that. And that. And this. The rest of this, oh yeah, and you. Those are all going to where the where my bed is. But this should be a good spot for those two things. Good. Alright, we'll run over here to the bed situation. I will take the most forward bed possible. It is a dangerous spot though, so maybe I should take this one. Keep those plushies safe. And then we of course have our locker here for other things, if we have other things we need. Okay, cool. I think we got this rover set up really nice inside. Nice little Explorer rover. We've got good visibility out the windows. We can take a peek out there. Well, I shouldn't say good, but protected visibility. And now we can go ahead and go back to what we were doing. And I'm not going to wait for the timer. Not for that, at least. Ow! Apparently I needed to wait for that timer, however. Alright, and back to work we go, guys. So let's get some more work done on this thing. Alright, so goal here is going to be to get this thing torn down a lot more than this. So let's do it. Alright. Ground level fun. Okay, so right now the battery is tied into the grid on that spot there. So now that's still part of this grid over here now, so, and we don't need this chair. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go with, let's see. Well, instead of going all the way from the back, let's go from the front this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a ramp right here. And then we're going to start taking off this front end here real quick. Give us a lot of components to work with. Now, usually when I do Scrapyard stuff, these vanilla encounters, they're pretty much like a gold mine of extra stuff. We've got plenty of air vents, but we could use the components for other things. So that's what we're doing. Other things. Alright, up we go. We're filling up these outside containers first. Actually, I probably should put all these things... Actually, you know what? Oh no, those are the armory lockers. I was going to say I should put all those things in there. I didn't remember them being there, but now I do. And we'll drop you in there. That's it? Okay, cool. Oh, wait a minute. Did we have... Yeah, we did have pipes in there. Good. Let's grab those pipes. We need those pipes for this. Cool. Alright. Put the rest of these things in here. Alright, let's get these in here. Yeah, I think this... I think this technical blueprints are toast. I don't think that they're any good anymore. Alright. Yep, there they go. Perfect. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab these. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump up here and start, well, not start, but continue the process. Okay, this hydrogen tank is, I mean, we could drain it, but it would be a complicated process and I don't really need it. So we will save that for the base. We will need it for our ship when we ultimately get a ship. These things here are just going to be components. Pretty much, those all components. We'll definitely be collecting this. And the ice within. This will be good for the base as well. We'll have a double H2 gen. Well, we'll need one for the ship, and we'll probably need one for a smaller... I want to do a smaller scout-style rover, something quick and easy, and we're going to need some sort of capability on that, I think, too. This is more of our, we're going to smash our way through and get our stuff kind of rover. So, okay. Where are we going to put the reactor when we get it in here? Probably put the reactor there. So this will be good for the other tank. Now I like to use the hydrogen tanks and oxygen tanks interchangeably because basically they're both holding a gas and I don't see the point in differentiating them that too terribly much, but I don't know. You know, you could sometimes do that. And I figure the H2O2 gen can go right here. H2O2 gen goes there. And that's, yeah. Wow. I think we're full. We really don't have room for another H2O2 gen. So it'll be scrap for parts too. All we have room for is right here, and that's going to be for the reactor. Which I haven't grabbed it yet, but yeah. Okay, so let's take the rest of these components. Everything else is going to be scrapped down. Unless it can fit inside there, it's getting scrapped. Yeah, I thought it had interior plates. Alright, let's go ahead and dump the ice off in here. And then we'll dump the rest of this in here too. I think at this point we're going to probably be doing the internal... Yeah, that's what I figured. Even though I have the timer set, still it's convenient to... Oh, wait a second. I need to charge up. Alright. We gotta try to wrap this up quickly. We don't have a lot of time because we're running low on food. And we have the one set of rations, but that's it. And we need more than that, so time has come to really get to town, shredding this thing down real fast. Oh, that's an event controller. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna think about that. Now we could just have taken this and ran, but I see it like this could be potentially useful. Especially given the fact that really this is how we're going to get our components in this series, so... Alright, let's grab some more ice. We're going to probably be doing a lot of piping, so that's why I'm really excited to get those motors. Motors seem to be... Okay, when I do scrapyard stuff, the two things that seem to be the hardest things to find, well, three things, but especially two things. Power cells and motors. I don't care how many times I play a scrapyard game, whether it's streaming it or just playing it to play it, it always seems like I cannot get enough of those things. It's crazy. Yep, I hear it. My stomach is growling now. Yeah, we're on a time crunch because as soon as I eat that last food, because I can't eat, you can't eat grain, and fruit gives you almost nothing to deal with, you know, as far as fuel. I mean, oh, we do have that other cargo container, and we were going to put that in the back. Yeah, I remember that now. How does that work? Just floats there, huh? Yeah, button panel. We'll take it. Alright, what do we got in there? And we've got ice and gravel. Okay, back we go. Ah, we'll get this done in one Martian day. How about that? What a deal. This thing's gonna be a beast because it's gonna be super heavy with only 4 wheels to work with. That's gonna be something. All right. Yeah, the day the Factorum decides to come to the planet's surface, that's going to be the day. I haven't seen that. I think I saw somebody streaming that once, and I was like, wow. Event controller. Time to get the reactor off of here. Okay. Yeah, we got that. Wow, this is like the gold mine stuff, honestly. But, you know, it's a pirate thing. No, actually, we want to go this way. Because we want to put the reactor here. And then... and we'll just dump the rest of it. Well, actually, you know what? We have that other event controller. No, the battery's gonna go there. Nah, it's gonna be component parts. Oh, I'm surprised that uranium didn't get sucked into the reactor. How are we doing on uranium in here anyway? Oh, wow. Not a lot of use. That's good. That's really good. Alright, back down. And I was testing another world, looking at potential possibilities for a stream, doing just a basic survival. I was also looking at possibly bringing back the No Suit Survival series, except on a different world. I thought there was some over there. And, of course, it defaulted me back to the red suit again. I'll have to change that at some point. I totally forgot to do it this time again. Until I just happened to look at my legs and was like, oh, yuck. We look like a pirate. Well, wait a minute. We are doing Scrapyard Pirate Slave, so... maybe it's time we decide to start looking more like a pirate. Alright. Alright. This is a lot of components. Usually I don't bother, but when I claim a grid, I prefer to claim it and then take it. But I don't really like claiming grids when I'm doing Scrapyard, just because, you know. Alright. No, not time for that yet, so we'll take it from here. Alright, we're gonna... Yep. Okay, last run will get the battery and the rest of those plates. I'm not going to worry about what's underground, but this gives us a really good start. But in keeping with Scrapyard stuff, I think finding an existing building would probably be a good idea. Just like we basically oomphed this from a smaller rover, I think finding a building to start off of and modifying it might be the way we should go. Yeah. Oh wait, we're gonna put that cargo thing up there. Alright, let's dump everything that doesn't have anything to do with cargo. Alright, let's go back up there. We're gonna do the cargo up top. We're gonna take... okay. That's right, we were gonna take and make this a cargo container here. But if we do that, we're gonna have to put the GAT on the side, which cuts down 50% of our anti... yeah. Well, that's what we gotta do, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, first order of business is getting this gat off of here and putting it on the side.
Energy critical.
Now, if we do get into combat, I do have a mod that I'm really interested in testing out. It's a mod that gives more realistic capabilities to our weapon systems. Greater range, greater explosiveness, changes in the way they handle ammunition. It should be very interesting, I think. I'm very curious to see how they perform. So we're gonna go ahead and set it up like, well, nah, we'll go, actually, sideways would be better. Alright, set that up sideways. Where are we facing? And it's facing back. That's okay. Alright, now we got that set up. That covers the, well, yep. Bye-bye battery. Yep, that battery's dead. Well, it's okay. We're gonna lose a bunch of it anyway. Just didn't really want to. Uh-oh. 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 This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. We don't want this. Oh, come on. Close already. There we go. We'll get the battery, get it installed. But first things first. I want to get that last cargo container in place. Now we can take these cargo containers. We may just take that one and use it in the storage. Use it as storage back in the base when we get there. We'll have to see how it goes. But for now, yeah, got a bunch of speed demons around here. That is what you were hearing. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead. Well, first of all, we're going to turn our lights on so we can see what we're doing. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay, so we're going to change the color scheme here. Going to hit that. And then we're going to run our plates. Yep. Here, and then we're going to go there. And that protects everything just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to go do this. And then I want this one to be like, we need to do a pipes, let's see, no. I mean, we could do a cap end like this, I guess. But I kind of don't like that. I kind of like the idea of them all going into something like that. Yeah, I like that. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and jump down here, which gives us access, which is kind of nice, to everything going on up here. And let's get the some pipes. Ah, we need a few more for that one. Let's see here. This is, I like having an external access because it does give you the ability to, be able to set that, you know, get to what you need without having to run through the whole thing. 37. I wonder, do we have any? We've got to have some. I mean, we salvaged, yeah, see, we got some of those. Alright, I see that we've got a lot of sparking going on over there. Alright, outstanding. Alright, let's go collect the battery and then whatever's left over there. Since our over-exuberant weapon system went crazy. Then we'll get some food and then we'll start looking for more salvage. We'll start by picking these up. Alright, what do we do? Oh, well, it's not too bad. Alright, that takes care of that. Now it's looking pretty cool up there, I have to admit. Wow, look at how it's just really, the weight is just sitting on those tires. I mean, this thing is just a brick. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna do this a little differently. I really like this idea I have. So we would do the battery white normally, but we're gonna do it gray. Are we gonna do it? No, we're gonna do white. I don't know how that got changed to gray, but yeah. And you're going white too. Okay, we're gonna do the battery in white, but we're gonna do the damaged equipment thing because, well, we shot it up. So why wouldn't we make it look damaged and beat up and shot up when we actually get around to actually fixing it? So we'll go ahead and get this battery in place. Not that one. Now I really got a thing for the for the warfare batteries. I like the warfare batteries. So, but, you know, battery's a battery, I guess. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like when we actually get it fixed. But for now, that's all we got. Alright, cool. So we're going to, yeah, we're down to 2, so we need to eat some food. So let's go ahead and get in here and eat what we have, which is this. A pack of curry, 48%, not bad, but it's not good enough. Now we have plenty of storage capacity, that's great. Let's see, do we have, yeah. So, at this point in time, we're gonna open up our visor so we can breathe the air. We ate some food. Now let's go over to the first aid setup here and get the setup. Yeah, the meteor storm, that's going to be a problem if it comes in on our on the starboard side. We've got a port weapon, but not a starboard one, so... Ah, what do you know? Alright, so we're going to check out some stuff. I never did do a good test fire of the assault turret. I always like to test fire new weapons. We'll test fire the other one too. Alright, let's see here. We got good visibility, okay. And we'll target... Ah yes, the offending rock. There should be a rock around here somewhere that was annoying me. Huh. hiding. Alright, let's go ahead and give it test fire. Firing one. One in the hole. Nice. Alright, we're good. Okay. We already saw that our other weapon worked great. So now let's go ahead and we're gonna go to our beacon. Let's set up our beacon properly. Let's see. I don't like it when it just says beacon. That's kind of not the point of having a beacon. Alright, round beacon 2. Alright, Desert Wolf. We're going to leave the mark off of it. Alright, cool beans. Now that's better. Alright guys, we are good to go. That's crazy. Looks like there's a big giant hole over there. There's a lot of big giant holes around here. Kind of want to find some... Oh, you know what we can... Oh. You know what I think we should do, guys? You know, there was these pirate scrappers not too long ago that we were running from. Now, where were those pirates at? Weren't they over here somewhere? Alright, we're gonna go on the other side of this, keep rolling. Ideally, we could find something really good that we can use as a base. I don't know. A scrapyard for pirates? Taken by a scrapyard pirate? There is a certain, I don't know, a certain irony to that, I think. Alright, let's see here. Looks pretty straight and clean, so... I like to use the drone view, get a wide angle view, see what we're dealing with. So I don't just drop into a hole, because that would really suck. And we'll just keep on rolling this way. Well, this is a good episode finishing off that. Getting the Desert Wolf fully, well, operational to a degree, because we kind of need to get a another Gatling weapon to put on the starboard side of our vehicle. Well, the right side, since I'm not nautically inclined, since we're not in a ship. But yeah, so all in all, we'll just keep on going this direction. It looks like there's some ice up there. That'll be nice to have. Maybe there's some location up here that we can utilize. You know, crashes and stuff like that, we can't really turn into our scrap base, but another structure we sure could. That last structure, we probably could have turned it into a scrap base, but I don't know. It didn't really have that aesthetic that I'm looking for a starting scrap base, so. And like I say, I'm inclined to think that the best way to do this is we'll get our scrap base set up, and then we'll do forays out from that. If we need a heavy hitter, we've got the Desert Wolf, and then we'll make a smaller vehicle for doing scouting, potentially even an aircraft, which would be really actually a lot faster. Of course, if we can get a full AI suite on this thing, it could become, whoa, that's a big hole, could become a bit of a moving, kind of a moving drone situation, sort of. Alright, looks like we got some mountains up ahead, so we're gonna bear to the left a little bit. Don't know that I want to tangle with that. Yeah, I don't know if those scrappers despawned or not, but we'll just keep on rolling. We're moving slow because we're really big. Clocking out at 409,660 kilograms. That is a very heavy vehicle. Oh, you know what we need to do? Oh, I think I have an idea. Okay. We need to fix something here. Okay, all these wall lights, they're so bright. And that is completely not okay. Why, you say? Well, because tactical lighting is not white. It is red. Now, see, that's much better. And let's see here. There's a light on the beacon. Can we affect that light? I don't know that we can, but I'm going to check. No, we cannot. Okay. And then our front light doesn't really matter, so. But at least we got that tactical lighting in place. Now I am curious about something. Okay, it does kind of seep through just a teeny bit in a couple of places, but it's actually not bad. Oh. Huh? Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, well, we know what that is. But yeah, see, now that's much more tactical, a lot better. Wow, that is ridiculously hard to see where the holes are. So we're gonna have to aim towards here and keep driving. Want to press on, see if there's anything else to be seen, see if we got a location for a base. It's gonna have to be pretty big to fit this particular one. This makes the Scarab in the previous ones look like nothing. But, oh. Yeah, I can't really tell if we're about to fall in a hole or not. Dang it, this is really tricky. Martian sandstorms are no joke. Like, they can be quite a mess. Okay, let's crest this hill. That pause suggests to me like there's something to be had, but yeah, it's not too bad. Nothing's really dipping too much. As long as we stick these crests, I think we'll be okay. Don't really have a place to go yet. We're looking for places that rock. Yeah. We're in the rolling dunes now. Yeah, the visibility is like not happening out there. Look at that. Yeah. Don't really care about the gravity. What's that? There's an old ruin off that direction. That could be a good location to start out for a base. Might just be another bungalow. If it is, then, well, we can build off of that. But in these conditions, I don't really know for sure if we can actually see to get there. I'm gonna try to go forward a little bit, aim in that direction. I just don't want to fall in a hole. That would really be bad. Yeah. Yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta be able to see what we're doing. We can't see nothing. I mean, I'm really creeping forward like really slow because this is like the worst thing in the world would be to fall into one of those giant craters, but it seems to be desert all the way. Yeah, I'm really watching this, guys. We gotta be careful. 4 clicks and closing. Man, this visibility is just brutal. Alright, that looks really a lot like... Over there, that looks like a hole. Like it really does. Let's see if we can switch over to... I don't think we'll be able to see, but we'll try our Gatling weapon, which is on the side. Oh my gosh, look, we can't see nothing but sand. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to ride this out, guys. This is pretty brutal. Alright, well, this is what we're going to do, guys. This looks like this is a good spot for the end of the episode. We're going to hold this out. Hopefully it'll be cleared up by the time we start the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me on Scrapyard Pirate's Life, and I'll see you next time. Whole lot more to go. We've got our ruins to check out. We got more stuff to go and do. We got to set up our base. We got to set up our scout. We got to be able to get a ship, get off of here. There's a whole lot more to come, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time on Scrapyard Pirate's Life. Bye!